Hey there, today's video topic is the Bend real estate market, and I'm going to talk about November 2019 statistics, and we're going to connect those with last year at the same time, and then we're also going to try and take a look ahead into the future and see if we can maybe know what's going to happen in 2020. So stay tuned. Hey there, my name is Nora Spangler, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to talk about the real estate market here in Bend. And on my channel, I talk about Bend real estate, living here, moving here, and things to do here. So if any of that interests you, go ahead, give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button and then click the little bell icon so you'll get notified when I do a new video, which is every Wednesday. And just a note, the statistics that I'm quoting are specifically only for the city of Bend. I haven't included the whole wider area of the county or Alfalfa or Tumalo. I'm strictly looking at the city of Bend. So the Bend statistics for 2019 are the median home price is $445,000 right now. The median days on market was 82, and that's a pretty quick sale because if you include 30 to 45 days for the home to close, that means it went under contract in about 30 days. There were 596 active homes for sale in November and 198 sales. So what that tells you is that that's only about a 3-month supply, which means that it's a seller's market, more or less. If it were a more even or a buyer's market, you would have about 6 months of supply. So we are low on inventory, and we'll talk about that later. That definitely affects the market here in Bend. So how does that compare to last year at the same time? Well, the median home price is just about the same, 0.4% higher this year than last year, but essentially that's pretty much the same. Now the days on market are down like 19%, and that's a significant change, and that means homes are selling faster. There are 11% fewer active listings, so not as many people are listing their homes for sale, and that tightens up the market and increases the prices and makes it a little more challenging for buyers. And then because of those factors, we sold 3% fewer homes this November than last November. So if we want to take a look historically at the median home prices in Bend, if you go back to between 2015 and 16, the home prices went up 10% between those 2 years. And then between 16 and 17, it was about just under 10%, 9.7%. And then between 17 and 18, the gain on the median home price was about 7%, and last year's gain was around 8%. So those are some healthy numbers. Now, we're not expecting those to continue, and we'll chat about that at the end. Now, just a quick peek at the town north of us, which is Redmond, Oregon. Their median home sale price for November of 2019 was around $324,000. So that is significantly less than in Bend. So Redmond is a great option for affordable housing and it's like a 20-minute commute. So it's not really a big deal to live in Redmond if you work in Bend. The median days on market in Redmond were also down over last year, down to about 85 days, which is about 14% fewer days on the market than a year ago. So homes are selling like hotcakes in Redmond. So if you want to sell in Redmond, if you still have to price your home correctly and prepare it, but there's a good chance that your home will sell very quickly for you. Okay, so here's the part where I get out my crystal ball and I try and tell you what might happen in 2020. Here's some things that I know. I know we have low inventory. I know we have high demand because houses are selling and people are moving into our area. So whether it's Bend or Redmond or any of the other towns around, prices are going to continue to rise because of demand and lack of supply. That's a simple formula that just holds true no matter what. So until the inventory catches up and we have a plentiful supply of homes for buyers to purchase and they can pick and choose, that will start to bring prices down. But we don't really expect that to happen anytime soon. So the market we're in right now is more of a seller's market. And that means if you have to sell and buy, you're going to have an easier time on the selling side, but we have to be really careful when you're buying to find that house and make that offer, make it a good offer so that we can get you into the home you want. If you want to look for homes, there's a link down below and you can search for homes all you want. I do get asked sometimes if I think the market's going to crash, are we at the peak? Is there a bubble? All these kinds of questions. And, honestly, looking at the data, the sales, and looking into the future as much as we can all see, I would say no, unless something drastic happens to the economy, it doesn't look like there's going to be a big crash. People are making their mortgage payments. There's really very few bankruptcies and foreclosures happening, especially in our area right now. It's like under 1%. And so that means that it's a strong economy, strong market, and we don't expect it to crash anytime soon. So are we at the top of the price points? I would say no, we're probably not, because there is still pressure on prices due to low inventory and high demand. So what does that mean for 2020? Well, let me get out my crystal ball. Okay, I don't have one. I wish I did because I would use it for myself. But every indicator is that home prices are going to rise still a little bit, probably gain 2 to 3% in value over the next year. Interest rates are going to stay low, so it's still a great time to buy or sell. It just depends on what is right for you. And that's what I like to do. I like to work with people on an individual basis and look at your numbers and let's find out what's right for you, because people don't buy and sell homes every day. So it's a really big decision and you're going to base it on your own life, your work, your family, your dreams, your goals, not really on what's happening in the market. So if you plan on living in Bend or moving to Bend and staying for between 5 to 7 years, then let's just get you into a home that fits your budget and that works for your family. So if you like my videos, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, please, and click the link to subscribe and click that little bell icon, and then you'll get notified every Wednesday when I put out a new video. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.